So you might notice this is an extra video this week, and you're right, because too much is happening and I just cannot keep track. Season 8 just released and it is incredible. I'll probably save my thoughts for next week's video, but it's probably the best season we've had so far. It is so refreshing, and I'm ecstatic to see so many new people giving PvP a shot for the first time. If you are one of those people who are getting into PvP for the first time, or if you just feel like you need to brush up, go check out my Season 8 prep video. It'll tell you all the info you need to get a bit better before getting into the fight. However, with this update, there was also a major nerf within the patch notes. Look, let me start by saying there are two types of people in this world. Those who play Smash Brothers with items, and those that don't. Usually within PvP games, especially those that can get quite competitive, the hardcore community wants to emphasize skill over luck and RNG. Makes sense, right? For the record, I usually play Smash with items enabled and random characters only, which is just as cursed as it sounds. But not as cursed as Cursed Cannonball. Okay, look. That's the best segue I have, so we're just going to go with it. Cursed Cannonballs have been a big issue for a lot of people ever since their release in the Cursed Sales expansion in year 1. Nothing is worse than being in the middle of a fantastic battle, only to get spammed with stun balls and then anchored and peace balled and just that over and over until you sink. It makes perfect sense that this is something Rare would want to address before the PvP content within Season 8. So what exactly got nerfed with Cursed Cannonballs in Season 8? Let's look at the changes. So, they're now more scarcely discovered in island barrels, washed up crates, and rowboats. When they're spawned in, there is a chance that only 1 to 2 will spawn per barrel, and they slightly changed the spawn weighting to favor the purple ship effects over the green player effects. Green Cursed Cannonballs seem to be what most people have issue with, because if you get a ton of Weary or Jig balls, you can just stun the enemy player repeatedly until their ship sinks from only a couple holes, which is extremely frustrating. You're always going to want to limit the amount of time you take control away from the player, because that is never fun. Not only are green Cursed Cannonballs less common, but they actually nerf the duration of them. So Limp and Grog balls now have an 8-second duration. The Jig and Weary and Venom balls now have a 5-second duration. Now, the best Cursed Cannonball to ever exist is obviously the Wraith Ball. When shot at an enemy ship, it basically just acts like a powder keg and explodes. This used to only be found in Flameheart's World event until he got the boot and got kicked out for yelling too goddamn much, especially when I was trying to record these videos. But now you can only get them from ghost ship voyages. And with Season 8, they've been nerfed to only award a single Wraith Ball per voyage. Now on to the biggest nerf for Cursed Cannonballs in Season 8. You can only hold 5 at a time on your player. This used to be 10. And this change is obviously just to reduce spamming them at enemy ships. Ultimately, I think these are all very sensible changes, especially now that we have PvP on demand. There are already plenty of issues with the new matchmaking system, which we'll get into next week, but avoiding a Cursed Cannonball meta is definitely a good idea. And as someone who does enjoy a bit of goofiness and RNG in my PvP, these changes needed to happen, and I'm at least happy that they're still in the game at all. So do you agree with these changes, or were you one of those that just enjoyed spamming curse balls at the first poor pirate you came across? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget, Season 8 is here. You are going to need to brush up on your PvP. Check out my PvP tips playlist in the description. It has 45 videos that are all short and to the point and tell you exactly what you need. Also, if you want to stay up to date with Sea of Thieves PvP news and just state of the game, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I give away exclusive in-game items every Wednesday and occasionally have Twitch drops at twitch.tv/blurbs. Also, make sure you're in the Discord, find people to play Season 8 with, and come hang out with us. But as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.